Welcome to Watermelon. They say the forbidden fruit is always the sweetest. Maybe that's why, in the most serious moments, something just snaps and you can't stop laughing. If you've ever been told not to laugh, you know how hard it must have been for the people in this video. Some people are just so naturally funny, you'll laugh no matter what they say. So when comedian Donald Rawlings came on The Breakfast Club to talk about his new book, no one expected it to get sentimental.
And the way this book came about is because my dad passed away about a year ago, and I had a box of what you laughing? I liked on that picture with your mother, your father, in your car. I liked on that, son.
My bad, go ahead.
No, you gonna stop disrespecting me,
My bad.
I be liking on all your shit, son.
You're right.
This interview with Ed Sheeran taught me one thing: never laugh before someone finishes their story, because sometimes what sounds like a joke at first turns out to be a heartbreaking story in the end.
When your legs don't work like they used to before. And that came, my gran had lost her ability to walk, and our grandparents had been together for like 60 years, and you know, she'd lost the ability to walk, but I knew that my my grandfather could still sweep her off her feet.
Anthony Davis gets injured so often it's basically a meme in the basketball world. On top of that, old school legends love to mock today's players for being soft. When Davis got elbowed and left the court in a wheelchair, Shaq and Chuck struggled to keep a straight face.
They haven't been able to string together games that you go, this is a game they should win. These guys, man. I know what they're about.
Of course, they knew laughing at someone getting injured is wrong, so they never revealed what exactly cracked them up.
But what are you laughing about?
You know what they're laughing at.
I'm laughing at Chuck.
Shaq, I know what they're laughing at. That's not what I'm going about.
I'm laughing at Chuck.
Tell the truth.
Stop it. Ernie, don't let us go there. 'Cause if we go there, it'll never stop.
Ernie, we need to go to that next game quickly.
No, we don't.
In 2017, during a women's doubles match, Israeli player Julia Glushko hit a massive lob that gave her opponent the perfect setup to score. Somehow, she completely missed the easiest shot of her career, leaving Julia cracking up in disbelief. Her attempts to hold it together made it only worse. She couldn't even serve the ball. As a judge in a singing competition, you're absolutely not supposed to laugh. It could throw the contestant off and ruin their audition.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
But as the X Factor has proven more than once, sometimes that's easier said than done.
What is she singing?
Simon Cowell definitely needs a break after this one.
Thank you.
When YouTuber PewDiePie jumped into a random Pavlov VR lobby, one of his teammates turned out to be a huge fan. He recognized Pewds by his voice and began thanking him for the content that helped him through tough times. Unfortunately, he never got to finish his heartfelt message because another teammate shot him mid-sentence.
And I really appreciate your content. You've gotten me through some tough times, and I respect the
I didn't say anything.
We don't get many Spanish singers in here.
This contestant got 2 yeses from judges purely because they were laughing so hard they never even let her sing.
As we walk on fields of gold.
What's happened?
I'm gonna say yes.
Oh, for God's
Definitely, it's a yes.
A news anchor was reporting on a chlorine gas attack at a furry convention that left 19 people hospitalized. At the time, she clearly had no idea what a furry actually is.
Furry convention in Illinois after what's being called an intentional leak of chlorine
What's
gas.
a furry convention?
Did I get that wrong?
Leaked there. Oh, gosh.
Okay, officials were called
when the anchor realized it basically meant a bunch of people wearing anthropomorphic animal costumes, she burst into uncontrollable laughter.
Sent the hotel guests along with convention attendees into the cold night, many still dressed in their furry costumes.
For 40 seconds, she unsuccessfully tried to fight it, but in the end, she literally ran off the studio.
Hotel
Where are you going?
Contaminated.
Hey!
Guests came back inside at 4 a.m. Police still...
Come back!
While filming Ted, Mark Wahlberg was completely frustrated after having to reshoot the same scene over and over again.
Come on, hurry, quick! Out of the way. Where's my teddy bear? Go on.
The reason was Mila Kunis, who couldn't stop laughing at his Boston accent, especially the way he said teddy bear.
Yeah, this guy took my teddy bear. Hello? My teddy bear, he's a real f***ing bear. Teddy the talking bear? You never heard of him? Famous.
Sharon, Louis, leave the table, please.
Why?
Sharon Osbourne and Lewis Walsh had to be temporarily removed from the audition room because they just couldn't stop laughing. It all started even before the performance when they found out this contestant was a jockey.
What's funny about that? Just funny, Simon. I just can't see you riding a horse.
Courtrooms are formal settings, and laughter can be seen as disrespectful, undermining the seriousness of the proceedings. In fact, the judge can even have someone removed from the courtroom for that.
What was the question again?
How many order in the court, or I will have you removed. Understood?
That's what made it twice as hard for those attending Johnny Depp's defamation trial. The whole thing often felt like a full-blown comedy broadcast to the entire world. At one point, even Johnny Depp's bodyguard was seen desperately trying but ultimately failing to fight off a laugh. Unable to hold it together, he rushed out of the room to compose himself. But Johnny Depp had nowhere to run, so he had to tough it out, which didn't always go so well. For example, during Amber Heard's lawyer's cross-examination of one of Depp's security guards, things somehow spiraled into a discussion about his private parts.
And Mr. Depp was trying to urinate in the foyer, wasn't he?
No.
Mr. Depp had his penis out of his pants, didn't he?
On July 21st, 2014, Sergeant Ryan Pitts arrived at the White House to receive the Medal of Honor. He had heroically survived a deadly enemy attack in Afghanistan, one that claimed the lives of many of his fellow soldiers. Despite these tragic circumstances, Barack Obama's choice of words while describing his bravery nearly made Ryan crack up.
Up at their tiny post, Ryan and his team were being pounded. Almost instantly, every one of them was wounded.
After his wife's accusations, Disney dropped Johnny from the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. He later said he wouldn't return, even if they came to him with, quote, $300 million and 1,000,000 alpacas. Amber Heard's lawyer took that line a little too seriously and brought it up multiple times during cross-examination.
Would Disney entertain paying Mr. Depp more than $300 million and provide him with more than 1,000,000 alpacas to be able to obtain his services for any future Pirates of the Caribbean role? Number 52 to Alan.
During the trial, Amber Heard's lawyer was firing off objections left and right.
You didn't know what could cause damage to Mr. Depp's hand while you were there on March 8th, correct?
Dr. Kipper told me he'd sustained an injury on one of his fingers.
Objection, hearsay.
Wait, you asked the question.
Okay.
And at one point, he even objected to his own question. Just look at Johnny Depp's reaction. Though at this point, it's nothing new.
Wait, you asked the question.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay, he said he sustained an injury to his finger.
Yes.
But you don't know what caused the injury to his finger.
One of his fingers.
A news anchor was reporting live on a horrifying story. A man who had brutally murdered his wife. In the middle of her report, she was caught off guard by the suspect's hilarious mugshot.
Michigan police say suspect Stephen Grant was captured in Michigan's Wilderness State Park and airlifted to a hospital. The area is more than 400 miles from Grant's suburban Detroit home.
Just as she was describing how he dismembered his wife and hid the body in the woods, his face popped up on screen again.
And is accused in the death of his wife, Tara Lynn Grant. A torso and body parts of who is believed to be the mother of two were found this weekend in and near the Grant home.
He wants to make sure that when his customers want fresh meat, they get it.
A butcher shop owner in Los Angeles found a way to take care of his customers even after hours. He set up a meat vending machine right outside the store.
The price of meat sold from the vending machine is the same as inside the store.
Oh my God.
Now.
Before NBA games, it's common for guest stars to perform the national anthem. At the 2020 All-Star Weekend, Fergie delivered a slow, jazzy, and sultry rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner.
What's so proudly wave?
She definitely killed it, but not in a good way.
Oh, say, does that star?
The singer butchered the anthem so badly, players and celebrity guests spent 2 full minutes doing their best to keep a straight face. But by the end, no one could hold it in anymore.
For the land of the...
Can we talk about Fergie's national anthem? Oh, stop. Don't do that. Don't do that to my Fergie. Leave her alone. Fergie, I love you. It was different. I needed a cigarette after that. Leave it alone.
After a tough comeback win, tennis player Daria Gavrilova was asked how she managed to turn the match around. Her answer probably wouldn't have come off as inappropriate, and people would have let it slide if she hadn't instantly began laughing.
I'm good from behind.
If you and your homie have ever tried to film something serious together, you can relate to this.
Please support Human Appeal.
Chelsea players were recording a video promoting the Human Appeal charity, but Eden Hazard just couldn't keep a straight face while listening to Branislav Ivanovic.
Please support Human Appeal.
Please support humanappeal.org.uk.
These people brought their case to Judge Rinder, a British reality show where criminal barrister Robert Rinder rules over small claims in a studio courtroom. According to their testimony, their friend's dog had humped their cat.
My cat's now on medication for anxiety and depression.
The couple wanted their vet bills covered and a heartfelt apology, but even that turned out to be a problem.
I'm really sorry, Nikki. I'm really sorry. I didn't realise that it was... I'm sorry.
Why are you laughing? It's not a funny situation.
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content. And see you in the next one.